Hello, good morning. My name is Chris. This is Wheelhouse Trading, and welcome to the Wheelhouse. Guys, do me a favor, hit the like button right now, hit the subscribe on the channel, and select all. I give you guys good content, I give you winning picks, I give you good technicals, and honestly, it's very late at night right now. I've been filming all day for the courses, which are very exciting. My trade alerts, the Discord, as well as the courses. It's masterful. It's just masterful what you're going to learn in this. It's very pro level. Look, I was going to get on here for the recording for this morning, and I was going to talk to you about the basics that I'm sure a lot of people are talking about. Microsoft earnings, they were great. AMD, phenomenal. Google did great. Twitter. I wanted to talk about that. I was going to talk about that. But look, as I'm doing these courses and I'm going back through everything that I know and going back through, books and all the stuff that I used to study, and I'm also coaching people, okay? I'm talking to a lot of people, and I'm doing Zooms and I'm doing meetings and I'm doing portfolio reviews with a whole bunch of people, and I'm not going to talk about anybody specifically or anything going on, but it's not good what's going on out there. And it is the reason that I started a YouTube channel. I started it for you. I saw what was going on. I saw there was hungry people searching for information, searching for knowledge, wanting financial freedom and to better their life for themselves and their family. I saw a lot of bad information going on YouTube channels as well as Facebook groups. People that just didn't have, finance degrees nor experience. They were just locked down in a pandemic and went for it on YouTube, or maybe had a YouTube and just moved over to investing, which is fine, it's great, but there's still a lot of bad advice. And the more I look at these portfolios and realize how deep and painful the mistakes have been, I thought that it would be like justice if I just literally got on here and kind of had a chat with you guys about some things to help you in your trading and investing journey, okay? I pulled this up on Investopedia, and this is 10 rules for successful trading. I'm going to go through some of the stuff, but I'm going to add to it, and I'm going to add in some other ones, okay? So in here, as far as trading, it says treat your trading like it's a business, not a hobby, okay? And basically what that means is just know everything about your business. I don't know if you've ever owned a business, but I've owned quite a few of them. I've invented things. I've been a CEO of 3 global companies. All of them have been, mega millions, and I've done a lot. I've managed a lot of employees. I've done a lot. And when you own a business, you know every single thing in that business. You know the dimensions of your shipping boxes. You know everything. You know everything down to the router password, stuff about your employees, ordering, payroll, all the nitty gritty of every single thing, okay? So if you're going to try to trade, you need to look at it as a business, okay? You need to have a trading plan, okay? You need to have it in a way that suits your needs, okay? Some things that I preach, and I have a lot of rules. I'm a rules-based trader, and that's why I'm a successful trader. That's why I'm a wealthy trader, okay? When I make a mistake, it's a small mistake, and it's because the market, I might enter perfectly and have a low risk, high reward and have my stop right below it. Sometimes I'm going to take a little whipsaw and I'm going to get stopped out. But the thing is I do use a stop loss. Today I was up in my portfolio for the 11th day straight. And I went and I did something for a little bit. I looked at my phone and it was down some money. And it was still green, but it was down. And so I logged into my brokerage. And when I logged in, I had $151,000 more buying power than I did earlier. And I was like, what's going on? So I went into my orders and I got stopped out on like 5 trades. I wasn't upset about it, and I'm going to tell you why. Because I bought those knowing about the earnings, knowing about the sales, knowing about what's going on with the company, and then I bought it at a perfect technical entry, and I had set my stop below for low risk, and it went up on the first day. It went up on the second day. I moved my stop up. It went up on the third day. I moved my stop up. It went up on the fourth day. I moved my stop up. The 5th day, it went up, and I actually moved the stop up in the morning. And then it came down intraday. And it did that on 5 of my stocks. But guess what? When it moved me to cash, it moved all my principal plus the profit. Now, granted, one of them, I had about 1,400 profit in it, and I got stopped out with, say, 1,100. And that's the case for all of them. But I got profit out. Now, no big deal, right? Because I could just wait for it to come down. Maybe it comes down for a day. Maybe it comes down 2 days, 3 days, 4 days. Find support and bounces, and then I do it again. That's how I just keep collecting money, okay? I don't go through this situation where I'm unprotected and, I'm hopeful and I'm in the wrong sector and, it just keeps going down and down and down. And I keep saying to myself, it's got to get better. It's got to bounce. It's got to change direction. No, it doesn't work like that. Okay? The market does not care what you want. Okay? And nor does it care about your opinion. Okay? The market is the leader. You have to follow the market's direction. The market will tell you what to do. Okay? So, as an example, I've been saying you need to be in healthcare. You need to be in energy. And, I went out the other day and I did some research and I showed you guys how, some stocks were up 2,110% and some were up 1,837% and some were up 700% for the year. And I showed you guys with the technicals, the fundamentals, the earnings growth, the top 100, the everything clicked. All the filters worked, and I was explaining that's where you need to be, and that's why I picked these winners. Okay, if you're married to a stock or you're emotional about it, it's not good. Okay, that's a piece of advice. So I don't get emotional when I get stopped out in a profit. That to me, that's a win. If it comes down and I got to rebuy, I'll just write it up again. The other day, sometime last week, I had one I was up about, it was under 1,500, but it was close to 1,500, so let's call it 1,500. I was up about 1,500. I kept moving my stop up, and then I got stopped out, and I got let's call it 1,150. I don't remember the exact number. And so that was okay, but I still wanted to be in the stock, right? So what ended up happening was, the next day, it came down like another $2, I think it was like $2.30. And I saw that first candle turning and I rebought and I got to ride the thing back up for a couple more days. So, that's just, I collected on it twice and I avoided the damage and the loss, but I got the gains twice in a short time frame using good technical entries and capital protection. So those are really, really good tips. Okay, always use a stop loss, and stay in the right sector. Let me just show you something. Right now, the right sectors are energy, financials, growth is coming back, but remember, inflation is going to help growth, but higher bond yields are going to hurt growth. So it's not as stable as energy and financials. Consumer staples are coming back, the boring ones, the Pepsis, the Hormels, the Church and Dwights, okay? They're boring, but they're safe and they have a dividend and it is starting to come back. That's usually a rotation into that when people want safety and they're a little worried, just so you know. What's not popular is healthcare right now. Healthcare was popular during the pandemic when all the hospitals were full. But your genomics and your healthcare, I can almost guarantee that you probably have stocks that look like this. Genomics. Anybody heard of this one? Well, it went on this big rally, okay, when the hospitals were full and it was all this COVID stuff was happening with Delta, and then it's done nothing but go down. And if you didn't set a stop loss right here, like I would have taught you, you didn't set it right there, because you would have bought and you would have set it here, and then you would have gone up and you would have set it there, and you would have gone up and you would have set it there, and you would have gone up and you would have set it there, and you would have gone up and you would have set it there, and you would have gone up and you would have set it there. And no matter what, you ladder step up. So when that happens, you're moved to cash immediately and you skip all this. And then, I would teach you, of course, how you would ride this up and then get out. But you skip all this pain of this 50, 60% down, okay? That's stop losses, number one. And number two, you got to stay out of the bad sector. So I'm not saying put everything in the best sectors, but you want to have some in there, okay? And you definitely don't want to be in any of the bad sectors, the ones that are not in favor. It's not emotional, guys. It's not emotional, okay? It's about making money. So why be in a sector that's a ship with holes in it that's sinking? Okay, this is genomics. Let's go take a look at genomics real quick. Look at CRISPR. It's down 1.7% today. It's in the wrong sector. It's down 5.23% over the last 5 days. It's down 18.93% over the last month. It's down 28.55% over the last 6 months. And for the year, it's down 39.84%. But the other day, I showed you guys, it was the number 5 stock in the entire market out of 12,000 stocks in the right sector, with the right earnings, with the right institutional support. I showed you. And I bought it. And it has done nothing but go up. And people have been thanking me for the last couple of days about this actually as well. It was called SM Energy. So look, today it's up 3.3%. In 5 days, it's up 14.66%. In 1 month, it's up 27.48%. In 6 months, it's up 95.3%. In the year, it's up 428%. Do you see the difference between being in the right sector and being in the wrong sector? It doesn't matter if it's Hormel and Pepsi and it's boring. It matters if it's stable and it grows, and it's matter if you protect it with a stop loss. It's also to take it a step further, not just to be in the right sector, but you got to have good earnings, okay? And the earnings per share have to go up, and they have to go up pretty substantial. Let's call it 30% minimum. So what you're seeing right now, if the earnings per share is not up 30% higher than it was a year ago this quarter, it's not showing enough growth to get huge institutional support, okay? Also, the sales and revenue needs to be increasing as well, okay? There also needs to be things like new products and services and something to keep it alive, right? Keep it moving. And if you find that in the right sector, with all that, you're well on your way to having a winning portfolio, okay? You don't have to be in love with the Hormels and the energy and oil. I'm not, but I know what wins. I know what makes money, and that's why I'm a multi-millionaire, is because I play the game a certain way. I also have a ton of rules. Position sizing, okay? I never, ever, ever go all in. I never YOLO. I never do a ton of money on a speculative momentum play that I got in a Facebook group. I don't do it, okay? What I do is I have rules. Let's say I have, 100 grand. You can make it 10 million, you can make it 10 grand, you can make it whatever size fits your portfolio. But I never go over 10% per position. And that's a maximum. I rarely go 10%, but that's the maximum that I'll go. And I never go 10% on one hit. I do it usually in 4 scales. So it'll hit the bottom and bounce. That's 25%. Then it'll get to like a mini breakout, maybe a minor ladder step trend reversal, and I'll scale in 25%. I'll do that on the next breakout, and then the next breakout I'll do the other 25%. If it gets rejected, I'll go backwards. So stop losses to protect capital, mandatory. Position sizing, super smart. Okay? And you don't have to do it 4. You can do it in 2 times, but you do have to enter technically, and you do have to set the stop loss accordingly, and you do have to raise your stop as it goes up, okay? And if you want it to really go up and not go sideways and be shaky and choppy, you really need to look at those earnings too, okay? Not just technicals. So it's important to know technicals and use technology when you're trading. In fact, I think it even says that in the top 10 rules over here. So, yeah, use technology to your advantage. You got to know charts, guys, okay? If you don't know charts, well, guess what? Every trader and every institution and every fund, they use charts. They don't just use fundamentals. They use fundamentals and they use charts. They use both, not one or the other. They use both. You have to know charts. And you have to know how to read the reports. So you need to know your market, okay? Look, it says that right here, become a student of the markets. So know your business, know your market, be in the right sector, position size accordingly, set stop losses to protect capital, And remember, the stop loss is great because if you enter technically on a chart and you put your stop loss right below it, that's your biggest risk that you're going to have is going down $1. But you could go up $10. So that's 10 to 1. And as it goes up, you raise your stop. 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 As it falls, it pulls you to cash. Let it fall down, buy back in if you want. Okay? So those are really good things. Also, make a budget. Know what it is for your mortgage, your pet food, your, how much you like to go out, what your kids, fun and leisure is going to cost, what all your bills are going to be. And then add money to that, okay? And then with whatever's left, invest that, okay? I'm like a professional trader, so this is what I do full time. And now I'm doing YouTube. But before that, I was just retired and just trading and I just come in, I hit it perfect, make a ton of money, just pull out. And here's another tip for you. If the market is not right, don't trade. Today I got stopped out on a bunch of trades and I was looking for something. I was looking to day trade. I was looking to pick up a swing. I was looking to re-enter. The markets didn't show me. Remember what I told you at the beginning? The market doesn't care about what you want or what your opinion is. The market is the leader. The market's the market. You got to follow the market. The market will tell you what's right and what's wrong. Today, the market didn't tell me what's to get in. It just told me to wait. It just told me to just hold on. Let's see what happens. Like, I don't have to rush a trade every day. What I need to do is make the most intelligent trade with the lowest risk, protecting my capital with the correct position, and grow it slowly like a marathon over time. I don't need to push everything in and hope for the best. I don't do things by hope. I do things by probability and risk. Okay? Guys, get out of the wrong sector. Don't be in the sector that's losing on every single chart that looks like it went up and it's just creating this thing down. I looked at about 12 of them. They're all doing the same thing. That's a perfect indication that you're in the wrong sector. Don't be married to that sector. I don't care if you're a doctor or nurse. Two of my neighbors are doctors. I coach doctors, okay? I tell them the same thing. Great, I'm glad that you're in that field, but that's not the field to invest in. If you want to invest, be in the right areas. And the right areas right now are going to be energy, financials, growth, and consumer staples. And we will see what happens. Travel is probably going to be good. And what's travel going to help? It's going to help energy because they're going to need fuel and whatnot. So it kind of works in tandem. So those are some good things to think about, is protecting your capital. Like they talk about it right here. I'm big on protecting capital. I do not lose money. If I do, my unrealized gains are very small losses, but my gains are big gains because I look at, when I approach purchasing an investment, I don't just do it on a technical entry. I look at the fundamentals. I look at the sector. I look at all the technicals. Okay, is it bullish? Does it have momentum? I look at what's going on with the company itself. Does it have catalysts? Does it have momentum? Does it have institutional support? Is it above all of its EMAs? I take all this stuff and I filter out the rest of it and I come up with a little goodie bag and I select the right ones, the ones that are leading the benchmark, the index. You find the leading stock in the right sector with a bullish momentum and good indicators and good fundamentals, you're on the right track. Now, you just put in X amount of dollars, which is your position size, and then you protect the capital with a stop loss. So you made a good decision that's going up and you get to move right into the profit. So now, psychologically, you can never lose money. Okay? I very rarely lose money. And when it does drop, it just pulls me to cash. Because I buy technically and with a breakout on volume, so I get to move my stop loss up right away, and then I get to ride it up and up and up. And if I get worried something's going on in the news, I just crank up the stop loss, and it moves me to cash, and I collect all my money. And it's not hard, but you gotta have the rules, and you gotta have a process, and you gotta have a system. So I want to leave you with that this morning instead of doing earnings or doing a bunch of technicals. I just kind of wanted to give you guys like some solid advice. I want everybody to take the course, and it's not because I'm trying to make money. It's because I'm actually giving this thing away for so cheap. It's ridiculous. You're gonna have my trade alerts. You're gonna have the trade logs. Okay, you're gonna have the VIP chat in the Discord. You're gonna have full access. You're gonna have one-on-one coaching with me. Okay, You're gonna have all the courses, and these courses are thorough. They are master type courses. They're very, very pro level. Okay. By the time you're done with this, you're gonna be able to make some decisions in your life. If this is what you want to pursue, you could. If this is something that you want to do just to have on top of what it is that you already do, you could. But getting started on this will be one of the best investments you ever made if you're truly interested in investing and trading, because that's what it's about. It's not about other things. It's about becoming a better investor and a better trader, and learning the systems, learning the rules, learning the processes, and then taking all that information to make the right decisions. And maybe your decision is to make money on the way down. I'm going to teach you that too. Maybe it's to make it on the way up, but we're definitely going to learn how to directionally trade. Okay, we're going to trade with the trend. That's a very important rule. It's one of my most important rules. So we're going to go through all that stuff in the courses. And I just wanted to kind of do a video like this morning, just to kind of level with everybody. I've looked at a lot of portfolios. I've looked at a lot of charts, and I feel bad for people. Because they just don't know, and they've been listening to a lot of these channels out there where people don't have a finance background. It's not what they do. They're like hype guys. And I'm sorry if I'm not a hype guy. I'm a financial guy. That's what I do. I'm a financial guy. I was a CIO. I've been a CEO of 3 global companies. I've been a businessman, an entrepreneur, an inventor. I'm a business guy, and I don't want you guys losing money anymore. I want to help you guys get it right and start making the right decisions. So, yeah, I definitely put a comment in the comment section. Let me know what you guys want. If you need help, if you have any questions, and I'm here for you. I set up this channel for you. I didn't want to do a YouTube. I was really cool. I was relaxed and retired, but a lot of people needed my help, and I felt that, and I wanted to kind of help a lot of people out, and have one place where everybody could talk in the Discord. And I figured the courses would be the easiest way to really, really teach everybody the right way. So anyways, I hope you guys have a great day out there in the markets. You guys definitely should be looking at some crypto right now. You guys got to stay in the right sectors, protect your capital, make the right decisions. And thank you so much. Welcome to the Wheelhouse.